And welcome everyone, Arhart here, and today I need your help in choosing the faction that I'll play as in my next Total War Warhammer 3 campaign. It will be an Immortal Empires campaign because that's the place to be, that's the place to play in Total War Warhammer 3, and there are three choices. In the description and pinned to the top of the comment section, you will find a link to the poll, which is hosted over on this YouTube channel's community tab. That is the place to vote. By all means, share your comments, share your thoughts, any advice or whatever about the choices, about the options on the poll. Feel free to share that in the comment section, but do make sure you go and vote for the specific faction that you'd like to see over on that poll, linked in the description and pinned to the top of the comment section. So option one is Chaos Dwarfs as Drazhoath. I've already done an Ostrogoth campaign, although that was on the Realm of Chaos, and I have done an Immortal Empires Zatan campaign, but I've not done a Drazhoath the Ashen series. While I have confederated with him in both my Ostrogoth and Zatan series, and I really enjoyed playing as him, I haven't given him his own dedicated campaign, and it was actually by using him in those other Chaos Dwarf campaigns that I was like, damn, Drazhoath is a lot of fun. He's a lot of really strong power-ups, he's a fun character to play as, and also I really like his start position down in the south of the Darklands. He's near Kugarth, he's near Imric, he's near obviously other Chaos Dwarfs to confederate with, or ally with, do whatever. He can go after the Dwarves, the Ogres. He's got a really solid choice of initial factions to deal with, and then spreading out from that, you'll be facing, more Dwarves, Lizardmen, Skaven, Tomb Kings potentially if you go into the Southlands, and all the way you could head east into Cathay, or you could head up through the mountains into the Empire, Kislev. So he's got, I think, a really fun start, and I enjoyed Dreadquake so much that do I really need another excuse to play as Chaos Dwarves? I don't think so. So yeah, option one is Drazhoath, Drazhoath the Ashen, the Legion of Asgore as the Chaos Dwarfs. Option 2 is Dark Elves. Now you will see on the option 2 choice on the poll, it says either Malekith or Lokhir Fellheart. And actually, kind of didn't realize this. I mean, I knew where they both started, but I kind of didn't realize it kind of looked so good, to be honest, in terms of the spread of start position, because Malekith is all the way over in the west, and Lokhir is all the way over in the east. So basically, option 2 is a vote if you want to see Dark Elves. If that option wins, then we will have a follow-up poll probably next Tuesday or Wednesday to decide whether it's Malekith in the west that we start as, or Lokhir Fellheart over in the east, because he's gone adventuring across the high seas over to Cathay. I think does he get a decision to come back to the Naggarond back to the west, but we'll keep him over in the east because that'll be fun. Obviously, we'll also aim to play Gotta Catch 'em All Dark Elf Pokemon, either through Confederation, or if they get defeated in the campaign, we'll enable the Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords mod, which will give us a chance to get them into our faction. But yeah, option 2 is Dark Elves. Vote if you want to see either Malekith or Lokhir Fellheart. If that option wins, then I will follow up with another poll to decide which of these badass Dark Elf Lords that we play as, either the OG Witch King or the Dark Elf Pirate Adventuring Lord of the Blessed Dread. And the third and final choice on the poll is to return to the Lizardmen. And again, there's a caveat because it is one specific lord I'm looking to play as, but it's whether we go back and resume a campaign that I haven't finished yet, or whether I start again. Now, actually, slight caveat to this, we've said this is for a new Warhammer 3 Let's Play. If we go back and finish the campaign that I didn't finish, it would actually be returning to Warhammer 2. And this is, of course, with Oxyotl. If you haven't seen that series already, it got up to part 36, and then Warhammer 3 came out. In fact, I think I was still playing this while Warhammer 3 launched, and I just didn't have enough time to keep up with this series. Which is a bit frustrating because we were quite close to the end. I don't know how many turns we're away from winning, but I think we've just got to take out, from what I remember, I think we're on turn 127 with Oxyotl in Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires. We've got to take out the Dread Fleet, Count Noctilus, and then we've got to defeat Archaon when the Chaos Invasion spawns, which I don't think is that far off. So if you want to see Oxyotl in action, vote option 3. But if that wins, there will again be a follow-up poll next Tuesday or Wednesday to decide whether we go back and finish his campaign in Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, which probably would just get streamed and recorded and uploaded in some fairly hefty sort of 1 to 2 hour chunks for, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 episodes, however long it takes to finish that campaign. I don't think it's that many. So yeah, probably about 5 episodes of solid hour to 2 hour chunks. So that's if you want to see that campaign finished, or if you'd rather see Oxyotl start fresh, the second option of the follow-up poll, if Oxyotl wins this initial poll, will be to start a new Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires campaign as Oxyotl. And I mentioned this on stream the other day, and someone gave me a really kind of, I feel like, lore-friendly reason as to why we'd potentially be starting this series again in Warhammer 3, and that it's the middling of Tzeentch. Just as Oxyotl in my Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires campaign was about to strike and break the Chaos Invasion, Tzeentch meddled and opened a rift and sent Oxyotl back in time. And this is where he finds himself, right on the southernmost kind of chaos wastes. And actually, that kind of works because his initial foe will be Tzeentch, will be Fate Weaver, right? He's down here now, or other Tzeentchian factions down here causing trouble on Immortal Empires. So, those are your choices. Option 1, Chaos Dwarfs Drazhoath, nice and straightforward, nice and easy. No secondary polls, no messing, straight in. Option 2 is Dark Elves, which does have a split choice. So if that option 2 Dark Elves wins, there'll be a follow-up poll Tuesday or Wednesday next week to decide whether it's Malekith the Witch King over in the west with Naggarond, or Lokhir Fellheart over in, is it Hichai over in Cathay, all the way over in the east. Or option 3, it's Oxyotl. And again, that will have a follow-up poll if that were to win to decide whether it's return to Warhammer 2 and finish that Mortal Empires campaign, which would be a short return of probably 5 videos from 2 or 3 streams that I do over the next couple of weeks. Or the second option on that split choice follow-up poll would be to start a new Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires campaign as the Lizardmen, as Oxyotl, and this time finish Chaos once and for all, because he's pretty much the ultimate Chaos Hunter, right? So yeah, there we go. Those are the options. This poll will be running until Monday at midnight next week. So get your votes in. Don't hang about. And yeah, that'll be ending on Monday the 29th at midnight. So there will be a follow-up video on either the Tuesday or Wednesday if either Dark Elves or Lizardmen win. If I will announce the winner anyway, I'll do a post with probably a thumbnail design of who's won, or if there needs to be a follow-up. If there needs to be a follow-up, because if either option 2 or 3, Dark Elves or Oxyotl wins, then we'll run that poll from the Tuesday/Wednesday through till the end of that week. And the aim will be to start, if either Dark Elves or Oxyotl wins, the aim will be to start those campaigns by the middle of August, or around about the 15th of August would be the timescale I'd have for that, with a slight caveat that that's if I need to start a new campaign, because I'll need to get probably a new intro made. Although Oxyotl, I can probably reuse the one I've already got, and if we're just completing the Warhammer 2 one, we can pretty much start that one straight away. So that may sound a little bit confusing. I kind of rambled it all out of my brain, but hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you're looking forward to one of those factions, those legendary lords mentioned. If there is someone that you'd like to see in the future that's not on that list, do feel free to let me know. I'm not going to kind of add in, a fourth option or anything like that right now, but it's always good to know who you'd like to see in the future. Obviously right now we're kind of a little bit of a lull in between DLCs, and obviously I will be covering the next DLC that's going to be adding in new legendary lords for Khorne, ogres and greenskins. My hope is that I'll actually be in a position to start a let's play start 3 let's plays and cover that DLC in its entirety from its launch, or if there's early access to it. That's my hope for that next DLC. So in the interim, kind of have some fun. We can revisit some characters, revisit some factions and races that we haven't played for a while. So yeah, if you've got any other choices that you'd like me to consider in the future, feel free to let me know in the comment section, but do go vote on the poll. That's all I've got to say for today. So until the next one, hope you've enjoyed. Take care and ciao for now.